Hi, I'm Glynnie Walford, Commercial Director for Martin Collins Enterprises, and today on this beautiful sunny autumn morning we are going to be looking at showing you how to maintain your synthetic surface. We're at Addington Manor Equestrian Centre at Buckingham, which was voted #1 by the British Show Jumping Association members. We have 7 arenas here now, both indoor and outdoor, and they run a complete diverse programme here, from dressage to show jumping, pony club, so a marvellous facility. Martin actually started off show jumping. The whole idea in his head when he first began was to create a surface which allows the horse to work to the maximum of its ability with the least amount of stress and strain. Our whole objective is to keep our horses sounder for longer and look after them.
The idea of Arena Master is really just to take out the hoof prints. It's not to plough or anything like that. It's just to literally groom the surface, remove the hoof prints and any small undulations, and get it back to being nice and level and compacted, ready for the next time that you want to bring your horses out to use it.
And between David and I, we're going to show you just how easy it is to set this piece of kit up and maintain your surface. Right, David, so we've got our Arena Master here now. Could you please walk me through the different parts of it and how they actually work?
No problem. We have the 2 crumblers and rollers, which are front and back. They're designed to give stability to the Arena Master whilst it's working and also compact the surface.
Right.
We have the tines in the centre of the 2 crumblers. They are there to loosen the surface as much as you want it to. You can have them just tickling the top to take out the hoof prints.
Yeah, okay.
Or you can have them to go deeper if you want the horses to work a bit more.
The other thing I'm seeing here are these tips.
Yeah, the tips, they're wear-out tips. And when the tips wear out and wear up, you can actually undo this bolt and nut at the back, and you can turn the tip 180 degrees, and then you've got brand new tips again.
Okay, now could you just please show me a little bit of how this handle works?
Well, this handle operates the tines. It determines the height that the tines go into the surface. And as you turn this handle, you see the tines are dropping down onto the surface. And you can obviously go a bit further and get them into the surface, so then the tines can just groom the surface.
Okay.
If you don't want the tines on the surface, you can turn the handle
and wind them back up
and
again.
wind them back up again. It's literally as easy as that.
Now, David, I'm seeing grease point stickers.
Yes. Well, it's very natural wherever you have moving parts.
Yeah.
There's 7 grease points on this. There's obviously one on the handle here.
Yep.
And there's one
I can see down there.
down here on this wing.
Yep.
And there's one on that wing over there as well.
Oh, I see. This one down here.
That's it.
Yeah.
We also have 2 grease points on each roller. Just here, this is it there.
Oh yeah.
That's the grease point there, and also
Okay.
on this end as well. Exactly the same. It's actually on the front of this bearing in here. So you just take the cap off, squirt some grease in it, put the cap back on, so it keeps it clean and no rubbish can get in there.
Now, how often should you grease all these points?
These points should be regularly maintained, probably about once a week.
Okay.
So it won't take very much just to put the grease gun on there, give
Quick
it a couple of
squirt.
squirts, and you'll see it start to come out of the bearing, so that's fine. Once it starts to come out, that's absolutely
Cap back
fine.
on and away
Cap
you
back
go.
on and then you're done.
Super. Is that pretty much it?
That is pretty much it. When it's delivered, everything is set up for you. All the spacings of the tines are all set up for you. So it's just literally getting it attached to your tractor and off you go.
Away you go.
Away you
Right.
go.
Okay, so it's off to the tractor then.
It's off to the tractor.
Right.
Now,
Right.
the first thing to check on the tractor is the lift arms. We can check the height of the arms just with a simple tape measure. We can just balance it on the top of the arm there and say underneath this cup here, and that's reading 14.5 inches. And then what we can do is the same on this side, measuring up, and we are about 12.5 inches. So we have a difference there of 2 inches. So we need to lift this arm up to match that
This
side.
one.
That's right. The way you adjust on this tractor is lift that tubular up and you just turn it, because it's on a screw thread. You just turn it like that and you can see the arm is coming up.
Oh yes, I do. It's very easy.
And when you get to where you think is the right place,
Yep.
you let that go, get your tape out again.
Yep.
It's now reading 12.5.
Yep.
It's the same as that side, 12.5.
Great. Easy.
Now we've got to check another quite important thing, which is the draft control on the hydraulics of the tractor. Now this is important because you need to turn the draft control off, because otherwise it'll just keep the Arena Master lifting and dropping all the time.
If it's turned on.
If it's turned on.
Right.
So we need to turn it off,
Uh-huh.
so when you put the Arena Master down, it just sits there on the surface, and then the tines do the grooming of the surface.
Okay, so where do we find the draft control?
The draft control is attached to the hydraulics normally on the right hand side of the tractor. It's this red lever here on this particular tractor, and you need to push it right the way forward, so it's off.
Forwards, off, must be off.
Exactly.
The yellow lever on this particular tractor is the lever that you use to lift the Arena Master and to drop it back down again.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, the hydraulics.
The hydraulics, exactly.
Great.
That. Yeah.
Okay. How do we attach this now, David?
Well, you need to line the arms up underneath the balls of the Arena Master, which are
Here.
already in on the pins,
Yep.
and then you can use the hydraulic lever, so the arm will just
Ah, I see.
clip onto the balls, and then you can lock the safety pin down so it locks the arms onto the balls. Now we come to the top link. This is what we call the top link. The ball is there. Take the ball out,
Uh-huh.
release the safety pin, pull out the pin, put the ball in, and put the pin back in, and then put the
Safety
pin
clip
back
on.
down again.
Right.
Then we just release the top link from the little
From the
chain,
chain.
lift the arm up,
Yep.
and then it will come down, give it a bit of slam in there, release that. You need to have just a little bit of slack on that, so you know that when the Arena Master is down, that it's going to sit level on the surface.
Right, now, do we now check that it's actually level?
Yes, what we can do is we can come around and we can lift up the hydraulics and then stand at the back and just check that it looks level, and we're happy with it.
Okay, great.
We're happy that it's level, so we are ready now to drop it back down and just adjust the tines to the desired depth that we want.
Yeah, okay.
We're happy with the depth that we've got there, and so it's get on
Off
the
we
track
go.
and try it.
Great. One little job that needs to be done before the Arena Master is taken over your surface is just to rake in from the sides any material that's gone up the retaining boards, and you want to take off this mound of material to leave a level edge. And the easiest way to do it is with a 4-pronged fork. And here we have leaves, not very many actually, but leaf drop is not a good thing for a wax coated surface. Just really easy to quickly work your way along.
We're starting to groom the surface now, and we're doing concentric circles. When we come into the arena for the first time, cut across the centre of the arena to make up the start of our first circle. And when you get to the bottom and you come back up again, you go on the top side of the half a circle that you put across the middle. Top side of the one across the middle, bottom side of the one across the bottom, and you work your way up the arena, maintaining the surface as you go.
We're nearly finished. One little tip for you though is to dib it regularly. We make a dib and you tape it up 5 inches, and then you take depths around the outer section of your arena, up the quarter line, down the centre line and up the 3/4 line, and that will then show you immediately if you're starting to go out of level.
The speed you need to go is, as we're doing now, it's just a fast walking pace. You don't need to do any faster than that. And if you do it faster than that, you'll find that the arena master will start bouncing all over the place. So it's just a steady pace, constant rev, and you'll find the arena master will do an absolute wonderful job.
David, we've just come around the corner now from Addington to another client's arena to look at an alternative. So, I don't have a tractor at home. What's my choice?
Well, as I said, we have a selection of arena masters. This is one of them, which is what we call a tow master. Now, if you don't have a tractor, the tow master is designed to go on the back of a quad bike. So it's got the same normal hitch as it was a horse box or a caravan. So it just goes onto the ball of the back of the quad bike. It does exactly the same job as an arena master with all the tines. Instead of the handle doing the adjustment, this handle just brings the tyres up into the frame, and the adjustment for the height is done on the back end of the crumbler, which you only have one of on this machine. You don't have two. Now we're going to attach the tow master onto the back of the quad bike, and it's very easy, very light. You can just gently pull it forward like this with hardly any effort. Put it down to your quad bike, click it on, and that's it. It's attached to your quad bike. And then once you've done that, the next thing to do is to wind your handle to retract the wheels up into the frame of the tow master, so it gets the tines onto the surface, ready to groom it.
David, how do I set the tines on this machine?
Well, this is a different design to the Arena Master. The tines setting is done on this crumbler at the back with these pins.
Okay.
So if you want to adjust the height that your tines are,
Yep.
you wind the wheel down, right, to take the weight on the wheels. Then you're able to just take the safety pin out,
Yeah.
take the pin out
Yes.
on both sides, like that. Put those there for the moment. Now what you can do
Yep.
is you can just lift the wheels,
Yes.
which drops the frame to your desired hole that you need to put your
Oh, I see.
pins in.
Yeah, I can see how the actual bar is moving.
Moving and going past the holes. Choose your hole that you want to put the pin in. We'll go for that one there. Put the safety clip in. And we'll do that on both sides,
Right.
making sure that we get the right height on both sides, that hole. Once we've done that, then we can let the crumbler come up and lock onto that pin.
Yeah.
To keep it firm in the right place, you can put the pin in the hole
The
below
spare
it,
pin.
so it locks the bar in the right place. That's it.
Great.
We're ready to roll.
Okay, let's go. We have been in the business a very, very long time. Martin, it is true to say, was the original inventor of a synthetic surface, and that goes back 30 years. We also have a very, very strong bond, we'd like to think, with our clients. So we don't just sell a surface and walk away. We will provide a follow-up service to make sure that they are happy, they know how to maintain their surface, and if they have any queries or questions, they can always pick up the phone and call us, and somebody will be there to help them.